What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Lebraunsmith. This channel is called Brontopia. This is my second channel where we react to everything. Doesn't matter what it is, as you guys can see by the title, it's gonna be the kid who outsmarted North Korea. I'm trying to see how he does this because I ain't gonna lie, I've heard the rules, like certain rules. Yo, you gotta save the painting before anything else. If your house is burning, if you're in North Korea, bro, like there's so many different things. Like it seemed like, yo, I can't lie, it seemed crazy over there. I heard like in the Bible he's Jesus. I've heard like
their world map is just North Korea.
bro, I've heard everything. So let me. I just want to lock in with y'all and see what's up in this video right here. Make sure y'all subscribe because like once again we react to everything. You guys don't know who the hell I am. My name is Lebraunsmith. I'm a handsome, sexy black man. You feel me? Got a lot of aura, nonchalant dreadhead from time to time. Yeah, I make skits on Instagram and shit. You guys can check them out. I feel like they're funny as hell. I'm from Canada. Y'all gonna like me. You my homie now. You can play this video. So that means we locked in. Tap the screen, you know what I'm saying? Put your fingers like this. Yeah, I low-key feel that too. I'm thinking we having a moment. I think we should lock. Yeah, you should subscribe. Yeah, shut up, my fault.
2016, hundreds of high school students from around the world gathered in Hong Kong for a global competition. These students were the top math talents from their countries, participating in one of the world's most prestigious events, the Mathematical Olympiad. Among them was a team from one of the world's most secretive and secluded countries.
I can't lie. First off the bat, like I'm really liking this editing. Like it's very intriguing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the music, the sound design, everything. It's just fire to me. I just wanted to just highlight that real quick.
North Korea. 6 young men stepped forward, dressed in white dress shirts and black pants, with loyalty badges of the Kims pinned over their hearts. Among them was Jong Yol-ri, visibly more anxious than his peers. While his teammates smiled, Jong Yol kept glancing to the side, worried about something far more important than solving equations: his freedom.
Yo, I can't lie. That's an amazing hook. They low-key got me. Hey, I'm interested. Yo, hey, chat, I'm interested. I know y'all interested too. Let me play. Yeah, let me play it.
Jong Yol-ri's story starts in a small town in North Korea, a country where your social status and opportunities are often determined by your family's background and history. Jong was lucky enough to be born into a relatively well-off family, which meant he didn't face the extreme hardships many North Koreans endure. Families with ties to those who fought against Japan during World War II or have connections to the ruling party tend to have more privileges. Jong's father saw potential in him and played an important role in supporting his early education. Unlike many children who are forced into hard manual labor or military training, Jong had the rare chance to focus on academics, particularly mathematics. From a young age, Jong showed a special talent with numbers. His father would make him practice multiplication tables every single day before he could go play. These early years paid off when Jong, at just 12 years old, won a special prize in a national mathematics competition, beating much older students and catching the eye of top educational representatives in the North Korean regime. North Korea's education system is very strict, with a strong focus on loyalty to the regime, along with academic subjects. However, Jong's amazing understanding of numbers and equations allowed him to pursue a more focused education in mathematics.
I can't lie, like me, I always got good grades. You feel me? Always, my whole life. But the one thing I always just didn't like was math. I don't know what it was about math. It's not that I was even bad at it. I just didn't like it. Like it was just so annoying to me. Like you had to remember certain rules for this, that, da da da. And like I guess because things low-key came naturally to me, like when it came to like memorization, like science or like history or something like that, like it was easier for me to just do it because like my mind was good at remembering things. So like I can low-key study 1 or 2 days before the test or like just watch like a couple lectures from the teacher, write it while he's talking, and then I'll be good. Like I won't even have to study whatever. Like I just know my shit. But when it comes to math, like you generally need to be practicing it every single day. And I guess my work ethic, like when it came to math, just wasn't there because I didn't love it. It's hard for me to do something I don't love. which I realized. But if I love something, bro, like I could spend 24 hours straight on it and not even worry about anything else. But
a
yeah,
rare path available only to a few gifted students. Because of his talents, he was granted access to a laptop loaded with math
bro,
programs to
Desmos,
help.
oh my, that yo, we had to make a flag using quadratics, bro. That was the worst. No, that was the worst. Like I was in COVID. You think I gave up about no?
With his training, which is usually unheard of. But this laptop was necessary to hone his skills. Despite the lack
Wait,
of
repeat that.
math
My
programs
fault.
of his talents, he was granted access to a laptop loaded with math programs to help with his training, which is usually unheard of. But this laptop was necessary to hone his skills. Despite the lack of internet and frequent power outages, Zhang managed to keep his laptop charged using a solar panel he built himself. And in the winter, he used a gasoline-powered generator. Zhang's mathematical skill eventually got him selected for North Korea's team at the International Mathematical Olympiad, IMO, a prestigious event that brings together the best young mathematicians.
And if you guys still in school, I know a lot of you guys are young. If you're young, like you're still in high school, or even if you're in elementary school, whatever it is, what do you guys want to be when you grow up? Me, like I always wanted to be a YouTuber, but I also like being an architect was on my mind. Um, Eye doctor, a couple other things, honestly. I low-key wanted to be like all kinds of stuff, but content to me, like creating stuff, is just the thing that like made me the happiest. So I was like, let me just go crazy in this and just try this, and I'm gonna make this shit happen.
From around the world. The training process for the IMO in North Korea is intense because the country sees success in these types of international events as a matter of national pride.
No, you can't do OnlyFans. No, no, because I don't know why you said that when I just asked you that. Like, why would you even say something like that? No, you can't. Stop playing with me. Lock in, bro. Like, no, you can't. No, you can't do OnlyFans. That's not what you're gonna grow up to do. No, like iPad kids, bro. Like,
Zhang went through rigorous preparation, spending long hours solving complex problems with the help of top mathematicians in the country. This training was not just about improving his math skills, but also about building a sense of duty and patriotism. The regime puts immense pressure on its participants to not only succeed, but win. Zhang's first trip abroad was eye-opening. Traveling to Colombia for the IMO was a rare chance, since it was his first time leaving North Korea. The trip was full of new things, from the brightly lit cities to the many cars. There were things he had never seen before. His team did great, ranking 5th worldwide, just behind China, South Korea, the US, and Russia. Zhang himself won a silver medal, which was a big achievement. But it wasn't enough for the North Korean regime, which expected him to win gold because of the significant investment they made in him. As Zhang stood on the stage in Colombia, his mind was racing. North Korea had been pushing his training for years, recognizing his talent and potential to contribute to the regime's goals. But why was North Korea so interested in students like him? Zhang knew the regime wasn't pushing him for no reason. Zhang thought back to being given his laptop. What did the regime gain from minds like his? These questions filled Zhang's mind, adding to his anxiety as he prepared to make a decision that could change his life forever. Zhang was facing an uncertain future, with forces beyond his control watching his every move. But unlike Zhang, you can take control over one important part of your life, your online privacy. That's what
nigga hit me with the rudest ad. Like that was a good ad placement. I ain't gonna lie. Like, but yo, we gotta hit that weave. No cap. Gotta hit that weave, boy. Nope.
Korea's cyber division down. Thank you.
Like,
North Korea's cyber division started in the 1970s
You ain't cutting me a check.
when many students were sent to countries like Russia, China, and East Germany to learn coding. At first, this program aimed to make factories back home more efficient. However, in the 1980s and 1990s, Kim Jong-il realized the potential of creating a team of hackers for the military. This team was responsible for spying for the government and making money. The Korea Computer Center was set up in the early 1990s as the main place for North Korea's computer and cyber activities. The KCC was part of Kim Jong-il's larger plan to modernize the country's technology. At first, the KCC focused on creating software and hardware, but it quickly expanded to include cyber warfare and hacking. The KCC became a training ground for North Korea's top academic talents, teaching them the skills needed for advanced cyber warfare. Kim Jong-un, who took over after his father, decides to take the cyber division of the military even more seriously. North Korea's economy has been hit hard by international sanctions because of its nuclear weapons program. These sanctions have limited the country's ability to trade internationally and access global financial systems.
Sometimes I wonder if like since like America or whatever, the US is such a like a superpower, I wonder if certain countries like they look for holes and try to go hard in that. So like they sit and wait for a time to attack whenever it's possible. They're waiting for their chance to like get their turn. Because at the end of the day, like I don't think it's even possible to invade America. Like at all. Like I watched a couple videos on this. Hey, I'm not 100% sure, but I watched a couple videos on this. So source, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. But cyber warfare seems like a really good strategy. Because if you can start a civil war, you know what I'm saying? Shit could probably implode, but invade them niggas and shit. I don't know about that. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents though.
In response, North Korea has turned to cybercrime as another way to make money. Cyber
Hmm.
operations are a low-cost, high-reward way to get around economic sanctions and get money. The
See what I'm
regime has
saying?
managed to steal hundreds of millions of dollars through cyber attacks on banks, cryptocurrency exchanges,
See what I'm
and
saying?
businesses around the world. North Korea has carried out several high-profile attacks that have caught global news attention. Two of the most famous are the Sony Pictures hack in 2014 and the Bangladesh bank heist in 2016. By building a strong cyber infrastructure and carrying out these different cyber attacks, the regime has been able to make money to fund itself. With the ongoing sanctions, North Korea is likely to continue its cyber attacks, primarily through its notorious hacking group, Lazarus. The last
Kind of like being a hacker seems crazy though. Like, ain't that shit? Yo, that's a lot of aura though. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you pull up in a room and you say, "Oh, what you do, nigga? I'm a hacker." I don't. Shit. I tell a girl I'm a hacker, bro. You gotta get at least the balls. My fault. My fault. I gotta keep it PG-13. I'm sorry. My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. My hands up, man. My hands up. My hands up. You caught me. You caught me. My fault.
Lazarus Group is a famous hacking group backed by the North Korean government, training and deploying cyber warriors who use the internet as their battlefield. Lazarus has been linked to some of the most significant cyber attacks in recent internet history. They are well known for their revolutionary hacking techniques, not to mention they have caused millions of dollars in financial losses worldwide. The earliest known attack by the Lazarus Group is called Operation Troy, which took place in 2009. This was a cyber spying operation that used DDoS attacks to target the South Korean government. The rise of the Lazarus Group has led to a significant increase in cybersecurity investments by both private companies and governments all over the world. Companies like Sony are now more vigilant than ever, hiring top-of-the-line cybersecurity analysts, and using advanced security protocols. Countries have started sharing intelligence about the North Korean cyber warriors and collaborating on cybersecurity investigations to track and mitigate the group's activities. For example, the United States have imposed sanctions on individuals and companies linked to the Lazarus Group. One of the most well-known members of the Lazarus Group is Park Jin-hyuk, a North Korean programmer charged by the U.S. Department of Justice in 2018. He was accused of being involved in several major cyber attacks. Park is thought to be a key figure in the Lazarus Group and has been linked to the 2014 Sony Pictures hack and the 2016 Bangladesh bank heist. The U.S. government's charges against Park gave a detailed look into how the Lazarus Group operates. It explained how Park and his team used hacking methods like phishing emails, malware, and social engineering to break into their targets. The charges against Park were significant because it was—
Bro, if you guys never watched, I don't know, I know a lot of y'all are kids, bro. If you guys never watched the movie Snowden, you guys should watch it. It's a really good movie. It's about like a whistleblower. If you guys don't know what a whistleblower is, basically someone that just exposes a secret operation. Whatever's supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? What's the word? I'm blanking. Anyways, I'm just use a basic word. Whatever's supposed to be private and someone speaks on it, like out in public, basically being a whistleblower. But yeah, it's about that, and it's a really good movie. Y'all should really watch it. Basically, like a hacker too.
one of the first times a specific individual was accused of carrying out attacks on behalf of North Korea. Despite the charges, Park is still at large and is believed to be in North Korea, out of reach of U.S. law enforcement. His case shows just how difficult it is to bring North Korean hackers to justice.
Sonder, bro. Sonder.
In North Korea, the journey to becoming a cyber warrior often begins at a very young age, as we saw with Jong Yul-ri. Talented students are identified through countrywide testing, particularly in subjects like math and science. Those who show above-average scores are recruited into specialized programs where they receive extensive training in computer science and hacking techniques. The training is intensive and very in-depth, covering various aspects of cyber strategies, including network infiltration, malware development, and software development. These young recruits are taught to see the internet as a battlefield, where they can engage in cyber warfare to further the goals of the North Korean regime. They spend countless hours honing their skills, ensuring that they are prepared for the sophisticated cyber attacks they will later carry out. The daily life of a cyber warrior in North Korea is highly demanding and structured. Recruits live within facilities run by the state. Their routines are strict, with the main part of
Nah, this can't be how they living, bro. That can't be how they living though. This can't be how they living though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
their day being dedicated to coding, computer science, and penetration testing courses. These cyber warriors usually operate in teams, each member specializing in different aspects of IT, so they can fulfill any mission they are given. They work long hours, often isolated from the outside world, with limited access to information from outside of North Korea. The state provides them with the necessary tools and resources, including top-of-the-line PCs and software, but their activities are closely monitored to ensure loyalty and prevent any leaks. Despite the intense pressure and work environment, cyber warriors are considered elite members of society in North Korea. They receive better food, housing, and other privileges compared to the general population. This special treatment is a part of the regime's strategy to
that's what I'm saying.
maintain
So why they showing them on the beds like they like living horribly and shit?
loyalty, preventing defectors, and dedication to their missions. Defecting from North Korea is extremely dangerous, with the risks of being killed or captured so high. A typical escape usually starts by crossing the heavily guarded borders, normally into China, since the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea is one of the most dangerous borders in the world. North Korea has strict border controls that are riddled with landmines, electric fences, and guards who have orders to shoot on sight.
I can't like trying to escape. You get hit with a landmine, but you don't get packed. Like you don't die. Must be the Korea. Oh, a landmine, bro. You just looking at your leg all the way over there. Your arms over there too. You just
In China, defectors
you're just saying. That's the other thing. The only thing you're hearing in your ear.
still have to avoid being caught by the Chinese authorities, who often send North Koreans back. Being sent back always means punishment beyond belief. Those who are found are persecuted, with their family being sent to work camps. To prevent people from defecting, North Korea uses multiple tactics. One of their main tactics is propaganda. The regime portrays the outside world, especially South Korea and the United States, as dangerous and hostile. They glorify North Korean life and leadership, even though they are starving. This propaganda is reinforced by strict control over information. Citizens have almost no access to foreign media and the internet. State-controlled media constantly spread pro-regime narratives to maintain loyalty and fear of the outside world. Another deterrent is the threat of collective punishment. If someone defects, their family members who remain in North Korea often face severe consequences, including imprisonment, persecution, or execution. This guilt by association policy can extend to 3 generations, making it a powerful tool.
3 generations, my nigga. Oh, imagine being born and it's like, hey, bro, you the last generation, bro. That's gonna be punished, but you gotta come to jail. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, like nigga, I couldn't be born like next gen. Like, oh my, like you just have to go to prison because of what your grandpa did. You even get to try. Now you gotta be grateful in this life, bro.
To control potential defectors.
You
Travel
actually
within
have to.
North Korea is also tightly controlled. Citizens need permits to move between regions, and international travel is relatively impossible for ordinary people. The regime also controls food distribution and jobs, ensuring that citizens rely on the state for their basic needs. Surveillance in North Korea is pretty much everywhere you look. Secret police and informants are constantly monitoring the people. Citizens are also encouraged and rewarded when reporting suspicious activities. If you do attempt and escape and are captured, public executions are not uncommon to remind everyone what will happen if you try to get out. Despite all of this, few North Koreans manage to defect each year. For our friend Jong Yul-ri, the answer became painfully clear after returning home from the 2015 Mathematical Olympiad, when he learned from a friend that senior figures from a secretive government agency were interviewing his close friends and relatives. He instantly knew what was about to happen. The state would harness his talent for numbers by giving him a job as a hacker. This filled him with dread. Working in one of the most guarded sections of the military meant that he would be cut off from society and have no freedom whatsoever. He also realized that if he were instructed to join the cyber warriors, he could not refuse. Jong knew that he could only compete in the Mathematical Olympiad until he was 18 years old, which meant he could attend one more competition before being recruited. The very next year, at the 2016 Mathematical Olympiad, held at Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, Jong knew this was his last opportunity to get out. Since he was a competitor, he was not heavily supervised at the competition, and he was on friendly terms with the teachers who were accompanying the team. After winning another silver medal that year, Jong took his chance. He walked out of the dorm where he was staying and hailed a cab to the airport, where with the help of one of the airline workers, he found the address of the South Korean consulate. He took another taxi there and told a South Korean diplomat that he wished to defect. He then spent 70 days in Hong Kong, waiting nervously while the South Korean delegation negotiated his safe passage to Seoul. After Jong's defection, North Korea suspended its mathematical Olympiad program for 2 years and now sends a government agent with the team to ensure that nobody escapes.
Bro, I kind of like. I ain't gonna lie. I be having my little moments and shit. I be saying, "Yo, hey, my life like a movie, gang. My life like a movie. Yo, life like a movie. Yo, like life's like that. Like that's a movie, man. Like that's a movie, bro. Like imagine having to go through that. Become such a good mathematician. You had to like, bro. Oh my, and he made it out. Like you know what kind of story that? That's a hard story, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that's tough. That's tough.
Jong is now in his early 30s and goes by a South Korean name. He studied mathematics at Seoul National University. He has still not seen his parents since he defected.
Wonder I generally wonder if they're even like still with us. It's crazy. Yo, if you guys enjoyed the reaction, you're still here. We super locked in, man. Like now you just gotta subscribe. And you gotta watch like one of these videos, like another one of these videos, because I react to so much different things. Like this one or this one. Like there's two videos that you can choose from, and you're gonna tell me you don't want to watch one of them? You can watch one though, like you don't have to watch both. Like I know maybe you gotta go to sleep just now. You could watch both because like it doesn't really like one like this one or this one, please. Please.